On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Village and the Villa, we want to thank you for coming tonight. We certainly appreciate your presence with us here. Tonight, my job is to thank three different groups of people. And the first one is the Sisters of the Covenant. Sisters, we thank you for your leadership, your dedication, and your devotion that allows us to do what we've been able to do here today. To the employees of St. Bernard's. To the employees of St. Bernard's who have worked hard, long, tireless hours to bring this project almost to completion. If the weather had cooperated, I think we would have made it. But with just a little help, we think we can. If you would have been here 48 hours ago and looked out at where that fountain's at, you'd have seen a mud hole. So they have done a great job, and we do appreciate you people for the work that you've done. And last but not least is the donors who are here today who contributed to this facility, which made it possible for this to become a reality. It's something that we need in the community. It's been a vision for a long time, and we finally have it completed. Again, thank you for coming, sister.
We ask you to bow your head as we say a prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for all the gifts you have given us and for giving us the grace to be able to share and look out for other people and to bring your love and kindness to all. Bless us and all those people and help us to continue to grow and share your love with everyone we meet, bringing healing and love. We ask this to Christ our Lord.
Thank you, Sister Lillian Marie, and all the Livingston Benedictine sisters. How fortunate we are your forebears came to this community 115 years ago. Your constant presence inspires the nearly 3,000 of us that work at St. Bernard's to provide Christ-like healing to the community. I'm Marilyn Hummelstein. I know most of you. I'm president of St. Bernard's Foundation, and I too want to welcome each of you here tonight. When I joined St. Bernard's 9 years ago, little did I know that we'd have 3 capital campaigns that would change so many lives. First, the Flo and Phil Jones Hospice House, then the NICU, and now this beautiful home for the Rainwater Memory Care at St. Bernard's Villa. Each of these projects were made possible by you and others like you who generously gave of your time and resources so these services could be here for our loved ones, our friends, and our community. I've been blessed to work alongside so many wonderful mentors and volunteers who leaned forward when asked to help raise the funds for these projects. This project was no exception. When Dr. Berry accepted the role of campaign chair, I quickly formed a bond with a couple that I had only known previously very casually. I was a bit more familiar with his father, though, as he delivered me at St. Bernard's a few years ago. Dr. Berry came through some serious health challenges during this campaign, but never lost sight of our goal and continued to be involved from his hospital bed, calling to check on progress, offer suggestions, and encouragement. Once home, he and Wanda could be seen driving around this facility nearly every day, checking on its progress. Please join me in thanking Dr. Berry and Wanda for all they've given. In addition to the Berries, we had a great team making contacts and calls, and I'd like to recognize them now. Neil Krausen, Jim Grisham, Gene Vance, Scott Durham, Dr. Don Ballman, Barry Ledbetter, Brad Edwards, Linda Wofford, Ben Owens, Steve Cox, Rosie Young, Guy Pattison, John Freeman, Jim Fulkerson, and Dr. Owen Clopton, who is a member of the original team, and I'm sure he's with us in spirit tonight. Thank all of you. Chris Barber, Kevin Hodges, and Brian Riga were with the campaign team every step of the way, making calls and helping us more clearly see their vision, which is now this beautiful place. And then I want to thank two very special people who I get to work with every day in the foundation office, Dana Housley and Kelly Merriman, who have given this campaign their full support and patience behind the scenes. There are so many things I want to say about Bill Rainwater Sr. and his family, but how does one put into words a lifetime of generosity, leadership, wisdom, and vision? Mr. Rainwater was among a rare group of volunteer leaders at St. Bernard's who for more than a generation helped shape the organization we know today. He was driven to serve, believed we should always put patients and their families first, and that building everything on a solid foundation structurally, spiritually, and financially would make St. Bernard's one of those rare healthcare systems that not only survives in challenging times, but thrives. These are but a few of the many things that make up Bill Rainwater's legacy. And I'm so very proud that this facility bears the Rainwater name, which honors us and your entire family. Thank you. Again, thank you all for being here with us tonight, helping support this wonderful facility and your continuing support of St. Bernard's. And I'd now like to ask Virginia to come and make comments for the family. Thank you, Marilyn.
It is truly an honor to be celebrating this project with all of you today, and humbling to think about what this building holds for tomorrow. This is a proud moment for Jonesboro and all of Northeast Arkansas, and it is an exciting new chapter in St. Bernard's many decades of excellence. This simply could not have been possible without the great support of all of you all here today. On behalf of the Rainwater and Cox families, I would like to express my appreciation and thanks to St. Bernard's for honoring my father, Bill Rainwater Sr., and for allowing us the honor of naming this great facility in his memory. St. Bernard's was important to my dad. He loved this hospital and everything about it, having served on its governing board for many years. In looking through some of his files recently, I came across his speech upon being selected as an honoree for the Evening of Music several years ago, and I quote from his speech. My comments will be brief. I always feel uncomfortable and awkward talking about personal things. It is true. I have had the privilege of being given the opportunity for a long-time involvement with St. Bernard's, and am thankful for this. St. Bernard's is a large and very complex operation. It is one of the most well-run and efficient organizations in which I have been involved. Over the years, I catch myself folding into our own family business operations things learned while serving as a St. Bernard's board member. St. Bernard's is certainly a tremendous asset to not only Jonesboro, but also a wide area of Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, constantly providing and making available the latest equipment and trained staff. The entire team, beginning with our CEO and administrator, have set the pattern for management throughout the entire workforce. My involvement with St. Bernard's also has provided the opportunity to develop an extremely rewarding relationship with the dear ladies in the Holy Angels Convent. They are truly a special group. Once again, thanks for this meaningful honor. I appreciate it more than words can convey. I truly believe and feel if my dad were here today, he would be extremely humbled and proud to be honored in such a special way. They say the best way to honor the memory of a person is to do good works and deeds in their name. I am confident that St. Bernard's will honor my dad's memory by providing extraordinary care to every resident that walks through these doors. Thank you again for your help, your support, and contributions in making this wonderful facility become a reality in our great community. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Hodges. I'm one of the vice presidents with St. Bernard's Healthcare. It's certainly my honor and my privilege to be standing before you, welcoming you and presenting to you the St. Bernard's Villa. What began several years ago as a dream and a vision will become a reality this month. For 115 years, the sisters have been reaching out and meeting the needs of the communities that we serve. And once again, they, along with the governing boards, have allowed us, they've guided us, and they've supported us to be where we are today with this magnificent project. Lots of prayer, sister, and many hands of service and long hours can be attributed to bringing such a project to fruition. Along with the sisters and our board, it is because of the generosity of those here this evening who made this possible. Particularly, I recognize the Rainwater Cox families. Thank you. I had the privilege of personally knowing Mr. Bill Rainwater. His never-ending generosity towards St. Bernard's and this community is being honored through this facility. We hope that we have made you proud, and we'll continue to do so for many years to come through the many services that will be provided here at the Rainwater Memory Care. Alzheimer's dementia is a devastating disease that affects thousands of individuals and their families in Arkansas. It is the 6th leading cause of death and one that has no cure. It is our goal to provide services and programs that will lift the burden of families striving so hard to take care of their loved ones and give them peace of mind. Our residents will find love, dignity, and a home-like setting as they live their lives with us, this their house. It is safe, secure, and an environment in a beautiful park-like setting with courtyards, spas, porches, and sunrooms. We will keep their days filled with activities from gardening in our raised planters, music therapy, or painting sessions, as we will assist them in staying active and functioning at the highest level possible. We have partnered with a team of experts from Team Elliott, renowned in their programming for residents with memory disorders. We will take care of their medical needs with around-the-clock certified personnel that are trained in working with this population. We believe this type of home and services that are being provided are unique, and there is not another facility like it in this part of the country. As I mentioned, many hands of service are part of this project. I would like to recognize them, beginning with our developer, Mr. Don Ranke, and Home Life Companies. We've worked with Don for many years. It was some 18 years ago. He brought a national level of experience and expertise when we developed St. Bernard's Village. With this project, he once again, in his own special way, I might add, challenged us to bring about the very highest level of vision for this project that we could obtain. His vision brought us together with Mr. Scotty Manat, whose generosity afforded us his license to have enough to be able to complete the number of licensed beds that we would like to have here at this facility. Our architect, Jimmy Hudspeth and Associates, was challenged by me. This magazine dates back a couple of years ago, and I pointed it out to him that it's filled with nationally recognized facilities for assisted care. I expressed my desire to bring award-winning architecture and design to Jonesboro, Arkansas for assisted living. Our community deserved it, and Jimmy, I think you did. Thank you. We are pleased that we chose Nabholz Construction to serve as our general contractor and managing all of our subcontractors for their work. As you can see, we still have some work left, but they have been proactive in meeting our needs and are a first-class organization to work with. Our interior design and decorating was done by Kerry Feltz and Jeff Johnson with Sharp Office. It takes a lot of coordinated efforts to bring about the colors and the furniture that residents and families will enjoy and feel right at home. So with rain, about 15 out of 31 days in May, our landscaping has been a challenge. But we appreciate the efforts of Marty Bennett. He has worked very hard to get us here today, and he will not quit until we're all satisfied. These gardens, waterfalls, and courtyards will bring joy and pleasure for many years to come. Mr. Chris Barber, our CEO, thank you for your support. And you're challenging us to be the best. Our communities deserve our very best. And to the staff, Mr. Brian Riga, Mr. Ronnie Sarles, who will direct these operations, thank you for your tireless efforts to assist in this vision. Now we get the honor of taking care of residents. That is what we are really good at. Thank you. So with that, again, thank you for being here. We invite you to join us as we conduct our tours and show you the St. Bernard's Villa and the Bill Rainwater Memory Care. Marilyn, I think, is over here, so we're going to kind of direct. So we'll direct groups over here in about 8 to 10 groups. We have plenty of folks that can show you around, so if you want to migrate this way, we'll begin our tours. Again, thank you